Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, my name is DJ, doing what I do, sitting back here on a Monday, chilling. And actually, it's not Monday. It's not Monday again. It's Tuesday. But yesterday was Memorial Day, so I kind of took the day off. So let's get right back into the groove about today's video. So today's, my opinion, video is going to answer the question, who is better in a fight? Who is better in a fight? A bodybuilder or a boxer? Or it could be a boxer, MMA fighter, Krav Maga practitioner, but who would be better in a fight between somebody that bodybuilds and somebody that's into the martial arts? Okay, all right. So let's go right down into it, and I go straight to the answer, although it's a twist to this answer. It's a twist to this answer. But I'm gonna give the most direct answer, and then later on in the video, I'm gonna talk about the twist to the answer, okay? All right, so the answer is bodybuilders can't fight for shit. I know. Look, I know I'm gonna have a lot of bodybuilders and like watching this and go, "Oh man, hey, I'm about to go up there and teach that guy a lesson." But look, it's true, guys. Look, bodybuilders can't fight for shit, man. Now I ain't saying that all bodybuilders can't fight. I'm sure there's some bodybuilders out there that can handle themselves. But for the most part, right? Everything about bodybuilding negates everything about fighting. Like a boxer or MMA fighter or something like that, a Krav Maga practitioner. Look, bodybuilders can't fight. When I see somebody that's real big and all muscular, I'm like, oh man, he not gonna be able to he's not gonna be able to do nothing with me. All right. So I'm gonna give you 3 reasons, always 3, sometimes 5, 3 reasons why bodybuilders can't fight. All right. Let me back up a little bit. Why bodybuilding is not ideal for a fighter. All right, I'll put it like that. Bodybuilding is not ideal for a fighter. All right, cool. So reason number 1, okay? When you lifting weights, or when you're bodybuilding, the more you building the muscles up, the stiffer you get. Okay, you get stiff. Okay, and if you get stiff, you get slow. Okay, I always tell my fighters and my students and stuff like that to stay loose, because when you stiff, you slow, and if you slow, who you gonna be able to hit? Okay, I mean, you see them bodybuilders, they trying to throw a punch and they whoom. Half the time they try to pulling the shoulder out or rip a pec or something like that because they're stiff. Okay, the whole way they train, bodybuilders don't train for movement. Okay, bodybuilders don't train for movement. Bodybuilders, they train to build their body, aesthetics. They want to look a certain kind of way. Okay. But they're stiff, okay? So when you get really a guy that's stiff and a guy that's loose, the guy that's more loose, he gonna wipe the floor with the guy that's stiff. All things equal, okay? So that's one reason, okay? Bodybuilding makes you stiff, okay? The second thing is the cardio aspect. Look, man, you get somebody with all that muscle. Sometimes my students come over and we watch the MMA joint. And for the most part, when I see these guys come in and they all big and muscular, I think, man, they ain't gonna last, man. They're not gonna last because it takes so much fuel and oxygen to, it takes so much, fuel to oxygen to pump into those muscles. They get tired fast. Bodybuilders get tired fast, man. Now, every now and then you'll see a fighter like Usman, who's real built, and he got some endurance, for the most part. And that's because it ain't the bodybuilding that made him built. He's built like that. You got some guys that they just walk around jacked. They don't even lift weights like that. That's just their natural build. And then they do some push-ups or, hit the bag. They just look like they a bodybuilder, but that's not really what they are. We ain't talking about them. We talking about the average person who lift weights against the person who is more on a fighter's regimen, okay? Man, the guy has no endurance. They get tired. Look, I got a friend of mine. I always talk about my friends, man. I love my friends. Most of my buddies are bodybuilders, okay? Most of my buddies are bodybuilders. I know they're gonna be calling me about that, but I mean, they can fight, but bodybuilding, makes them be able to fight worse, not better. Okay, and I got one buddy, man. I mean, I ain't gonna say his name because he's kind of sensitive, but he little jack. He be jack. He done got bigger out the years. And when he said, "I want to come in, I want to do some boxing, man. I want you to take me out so I can hit the pads." I said, "Man, you sure?" So me and him, we went up to the track. Man, I ain't even get a chance to put my gloves on. I put my focus pads on, and we was gonna warm up with some focus mitt work. Man, I said, "All right, jab." All right, jab, cross, boom, boom. Jab, cross, hook, boom, boom, boom. Man, within about 30 seconds, he was gassed out. I mean, he couldn't even breathe. I mean, 30 seconds. I don't even think it was 30 seconds, all right? We went right up to Suitland track. He was gassed because no cardio. No cardio. All he do is lifting weights and no cardio. He know who he is. I ain't gonna call you out, but he know who he is. All right. So bodybuilding kills cardio. Kills the cardio. It makes you stiff and it kills your cardio, okay? The third thing it does, it takes away your flexibility, okay? I told you it make you stiff already, and then you're not flexible, all right? So if you ain't flexible, not only now you're slow and you don't have no power, all right? Because you need that that flexibility to have that power, that elasticity, that I can't even say the word, but that when the muscle can stretch and pop right back, you need that in order to have that snapping power. And bodybuilders don't have that, man. I got another buddy, man, and we play a joke on him. So I come behind him, right? He walking around. We put like take a little a piece of paper with some tape, and we put it in the middle of his back, and it say like "I'm an asshole," and we put it in the middle of the back, and it's so funny. Because he can't take the damn thing off. It's hilarious. I gotta plug my phone up. Hold up. It's hilarious because he can't take the thing off, man. And he be walking around, "Hey, man, y'all need to take this off my back." He can't even reach back behind him because he has no flexibility, okay? No flexibility. So bodybuilding takes away your flexibility, it kills your cardio, and it makes you stiff. Bodybuilders, they're not fighters. My dad has a name for it. So I tell you what my dad called it. He called it fake muscle, okay? And the reason why he always called it fake muscle is the three reasons I just told you. But here's the dilemma for me. I happen to love bodybuilding. I love bodybuilding, okay? For those who know my history, right after I finished training for the Golden Gloves, I got right into to bodybuilding, man. And, I bodybuilt for a long time. I used to love bodybuilding, man. I used to try to shadow box and stuff like that to stay loose and stuff like that. But, bodybuilding, man, I used to love bodybuilding. Then when I got back into the martial arts, it was hard. It was hard for me, and a lot of people probably watching this goes through the same thing, is because I wanted to lift weights, but it contradicted the way, okay, let me change that. I wanted to bodybuild, but it contradicted my martial arts and fight training. I wanted to bodybuild, okay? Because lifting weights is not bad for you as a fighter. As a matter of fact, lifting weights is actually good for you for a fighter, a boxer, an MMA fighter, a jiu-jitsu. Lifting weights is good. You just gotta know how to lift weights properly. If you lifting weights to be a fighter, you're lifting weights for power. You're lifting weights for speed. You're lifting weights for strength, and it's a way to lift weights without getting all tight and bulky, okay? It's a science behind it. If you're in the old days, they ain't know nothing about that. In the old days, back in the days like Arnold, back in those days, they only knew one way to lift weights, and that was to get like Arnold. That's all they knew, how one way to lift weights, okay? So boxers stayed away from lifting weights. I think like the first popular boxer I knew who did a weight training program was Vander Holyfield. He was like the first. Matter of fact, Lee Haney, trained him. I don't even know how that worked out because Lee Haney was a bodybuilder. But Holyfield was the first person I knew that implemented like weightlifting into his boxer's program, and it worked well for him. But normally nowadays most boxers or MMA, especially MMA fighters, jiu-jitsu guys. I'm not sure about jiu-jitsu guys, but they lift weights. They lift weights. A lot of Krav Maga gyms, they got weights in the gym now because they know how it's a proper way to lift weights. But bodybuilding is a whole nother animal, okay? And I struggle with that. I struggle with that because I happen to love bodybuilding. I love the way it makes me feel. I love walking around jacked. I love it, man. But I'm gonna tell you, let me tell you something. For those who know me, I got my second degree in Krav Maga in November. So I had to lead a bodybuilder alone for years, okay? And I took about a month or so to rest. In January, I started back my bodybuilding regimen, okay? In January, I was about 183, 185, all right? I'm 198, damn near 200 now. I didn't gain about 15 to 20 pounds, since January, all right? And it's all from lifting weights. And I'm gonna tell you, I feel good, I look good, but earlier today, and this is why I made this video, I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead, and hit the bag and get my boxing training, and man, I'm gonna tell you, I got tired so damn fast, my punches was different. I said, oh man, this is crazy. I gotta change my whole fighting style. I ain't gonna stop my bodybuilding though, but I gotta change my whole body style. And it's crazy, because like I said, bodybuilders can't fight. So, I mean, if I get into a situation, I gotta take them out quick, because if it go the distance, I'm in trouble. Bodybuilders I just love the way it makes you look. Now, here comes the twist I was talking about, and I'm gonna try to cut this video down. I don't like to make my videos too long, okay? Here comes the twist, all right? Bodybuilders can't fight, but the twist is they normally don't have to. They normally don't have to. The reason why bodybuilders normally don't have to fight is because they look like they can fight, okay? Which is a phenomenal self-defense system, looking like you can fight. Now, I ain't gonna work in like, the prison yard or nothing like that, but look, when you see a dude walk down the street and he got muscles and he on D's and stuff like that, the average person, matter of fact, 80% of the people out there is not gonna fuck with him. They're gonna be like, oh man, that guy look like he'll. I have students, bodybuilders, who come in here sometimes and they like, yeah, I wanna take the class. And my other students will look at that guy and they'd be like, oh my God, why is he even taking self-defense? Because he already jacked, right? And that's great. Bruce Lee, The Art of Fighting Without Fighting. The Art of War. The ultimate goal is to defeat your enemy without having to fight them. That's the ultimate goal. Well, bodybuilding accomplishes that. As a matter of fact, if you got a bodybuilder and he like stand up and yell at you, hey, 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 most people will back down. If you got a bodybuilder, the average nightclub will hire a bodybuilder to stand at the door before they hire a boxer, even though the boxer can better defend the club than the bodybuilder. But most people ain't even gonna mess with it when it comes to the bodybuilder. So on the surface, that's why I say on the surface, it looks like the bodybuilder can defend himself. So which one, do you want to be? Do you want to be that guy that looks like he can fight but really can't, but don't have to because he look like he can? Or you want to be the guy that looks like he can't fight and he has to because they're gonna try you more? Yeah, see? I got you thinking, all right? You can look like you can fight but can't fight, but you don't have to fight. or you can look like you can't fight, you know, but you have to fight because you look like you can't fight. That's the dilemma, all right? So anyway, you know, either way you decide to do it, it's hard for me to, you know, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna go up to about 205. I'm gonna stop at 205, and then, you know, I'm gonna try to maintain that, and, you know, I just work on my techniques. I'm still stretching, so I can try to take you out fast, you know. But nah, guys, bodybuilders can't fight. So, you know, if you want the best training regimen for a bodybuilder, I mean for a fighter, don't do no bodybuilding. You can lift weights, but don't do no bodybuilding. All right. But I'm gonna keep on bodybuilding. All right, guys. I'm out of here, man. Whatever you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and do it to the best of your ability. All right, peace. I'm out. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, like, comment, bodybuilders, comment, and subscribe, cause I got more. Oh shit.